We don't sell books, so please donate. Dean Baxendale is the CEO of Optimum Publishing. He sells books. Here is the book, Canada Under Siege. And talking about the Communist Party in PEI, and in an earlier interview you said, yes, throughout other provinces too, Canada is subject to the Communist Party of China. It's throughout our society. So what?
Well, so what would be whether or not we want sovereignty over our country, whether or not we want to maintain...
This is like Trump saying, I'm going to make you a 51st state. I mean, they aren't going to walk into Canada with guns, are they?
Well, they certainly haven't been, because they've been part of the hybrid warfare tactics for the last 30 or 40 years. This book, which chronicles the Chinese Communist Party's infiltration into Tibetan Buddhist organizations in Taiwan, and this group, which emanated from Taiwan, is basically a projection of Chinese Communist Party soft and sharp power on the island of Prince Edward Island. And why it's of interest is that the Chinese Communist Party has been buying influence in every single island all the way up the Caribbean. And why not Prince Edward Island? It's close to the Halifax military base. There's undersea cables there. Is this a forward operating base? Not in a traditional military perspective, but it can be used to do surveillance and cyber operations potentially.
And I know that the Chinese Communist Party is taking over some mining operations, BC, and in the north, and they bring their people in. So it's a matter of getting after metals. Okay, so we should be concerned about this because it's going to have great influence and could be impoverishing Canada. So what next? What should be done? What Canada should be doing?
Listen, what we should have been doing for a long time, we should have the Canadian Security Intelligence Service either be given more powers to actually investigate and work more closely with the RCMP in terms of foreign infiltration operations. What does it mean? But here we have a situation where tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars are now in place, over $1 billion in total on the island of Prince Edward Island, which can have huge influence and has, to the point where politicians, when warned by foreign government that this was more than meets the eye, chose to look the other way and said, no, this is good virtue, they're bringing good immigration, and they're bringing good money to the province.
And they're bringing bags of money to me, politician. Okay, so aside from some corruption, what has to take place? What we need more attention. Hence the book.
Yes, right? Wayne Easter, former MP, former Solicitor General, on camera and at our event launch on Sunday, called for a national inquiry into this, and we need to have a public inquiry, and it should be done at the federal level because Prince Edward Island is not capable, given the legal system and its closeness to the center of gravity politically in Prince Edward Island.
Are you suggesting that the government of PEI is not capable of doing it because of its bad intentions?
The government of PEI is certainly not capable of doing it, and they've just suggested that in their response to the CBC today. And they're suggesting it has to be done at a national level.
Okay.
I think they should take responsibility.
Okay, 3 minutes. Good answer. To those of you who have subscribed and donated, a heartfelt thank you. You're keeping us on the air. If you're watching and you haven't, please try to do so, because 4 years ago we started this show because there needed to be independent analysis. Now more than ever, with the Online Harms Act, once that gets into law, it's been passed once by the House, there are going to be hundreds of bureaucrats censoring the news in Canada, censoring this show. We need to keep it on the air. Thanks for your support.